I'm Thomas Nilsson, and I'm the general manager for fabrication here in Asia.
It's been stressful?
Not really. I want challenges, and I actually get bored when I don't have it. I am originally from Sweden. 1999 I moved to United States, and then I worked in the United States from 1999 to 2008, and then I moved over to China.
How did you go from Sweden to work for American Bridge?
That's a long story, but what happened here is that when I come out from college, during that time, the largest infrastructure job in Swedish history happened at that time with the Nilsson bridge between Sweden and Denmark. So just when I came out, that started up. So they sucked in a lot of people there, and I worked for a company called Skanska. And Skanska, then after that job, liked what I've done and so on. So they wanted to send me to United States because they had large operation there. So when I came over, I worked for Skanska, and I worked for them for a long time. And I worked in New York region first, and I built, for example, the JFK light rail in there. I worked on Manhattan Bridge, Brooklyn Bridge, a lot of these things, and Triborough Bridge. So I worked for Skanska there, and then they had a job in California, San Rafael Richmond Bridge. I worked there for 2 years, and then at the same time, I was still with Skanska, bid the Bay Bridge. As we all know now, American Bridge Floor got the job. I contacted them and said that you want the job. I bid the job with Skanska, and if you want me, you can offer me a position, and they did. And that's it. So that's how I ended up in American Bridge.
And are you married?
I'm married. I have 3 children.
And are they here?
They are all here. When I take an assignment as this, I move them. I don't want to be away from them. You have to balance the personal life and professional life, and not moving them with me would be unacceptable.
How old are your kids?
They are 4, 10, and 12.
4, 10, and 12?
Yeah.
That's a good spread.
It is. Yeah.
How do they like living in China?
Moving from Sweden to the United States was not that, but moving from the United States to China was a big difference. Take the simple stuff, food. Their food culture is so different from us, and even Chinese food in the United States is nothing similar to here.
What's your wife's name?
Caroline.
So she had to learn a new way of cooking.
Yeah.
And she had to convince the kids to eat new food.
Yes.
How difficult was that?
Our kids are fairly resilient. I think it worked out fine. But it's still, we eat different than we did before. Yeah.
And have people in your family gained weight or lost weight?
Lost weight.
The question I get constantly, and probably you've gotten to, is why are they even fabricating the steel in China? Why didn't they do it in Pittsburgh?
From the 70s on, the steel industry has just have less and less and less capacity. And a job of this magnitude, it just drains everything in the United States. So in order to do this job, you would have to build up a completely new infrastructure. Then, again, you don't have welders enough, you don't have management personnel enough, you don't have anything of the infrastructure left in the United States to do a job like this. Could you build it up? Yes, you could. But think about the time you would have to take in order to build up a completely new plant, train completely new welders. It was both cost prohibitive, and there was nowhere near what they could do with schedule.
I understand also that just getting the permits to build those facilities in the United States could have taken a decade.
Exactly. So within the time frame that we wanted this bridge, it was just not possible. I can tell you, it wasn't even double. It was more, I would say that it was almost quadruple the price of what you would have paid.
So instead of a $6 billion bridge, it would have been a $20 billion bridge?
No. Just the fabrication price.
Just the fabrication
part.
part.
Fabrication price.
And the fabrication part's about $350 million?
Yeah. So it was like, you would have talked about the difference of 700 million.
I get the impression from ZPMC that they kind of think the Americans are a little picky.
And we are. And especially, and I wouldn't say Americans especially a little picky. I think that I've worked in a lot of places, and Caltrans is a very demanding client, very demanding. They demand a lot, they ask a lot, they have a lot of personnel here.
So now, did you need the Caltrans people here in your mind, looking back?
I think they have helped. They have given they have definitely helped to get a better product out. I don't think you can explain to the public how complex and how amazing sort of bridge this is. I don't think there is a more complicated piece of bridge fabrication than what we are doing right now at 13 and 14. I just don't think that there is.
In the world?
In the world.
Ever?
Ever.
Will there ever be another one like it?
Not for this cost, no.